Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Inevitable Excess with me, Bring It On. So I don't have anything on my person that can fix Sosiel. I need to track down a Stone to Flush scroll. I'm hoping that Gizmera and Eyes has them, because she has a huge stock of scrolls anyway. I don't see why she wouldn't. Which works out because I want to go back to Eyes regardless and explore the Axis side of Eyes, because we found that dead end with the gap.
Know what to do.
I believe I can cross it with this ability, so... Let's go back to Threshold, then we'll beeline it to Eyes, save Sosiel, and then explore the Axis side of Eyes again.
Excess detected. Verbal exchange has been initiated and will be recorded in my memory.
I'm waiting for an explanation.
I am a primordial inevitable. I am the guardian of magic. My task is to monitor instances of dangerous, experimental, unsanctioned magic, and to neutralize them if they pose a threat to the integrity of the world. The magical experiment Verilu Vorlesh, which endowed the commander of the Fifth Crusade with mythic power, has exceeded the limits of safety. A battle between the experimenter and her subject threatened to create a cataclysm even greater than the Worldwound. The problem required immediate resolution. The extermination of the commander was deemed impermissible. Axis approves of his struggle against the Worldwound, regardless of his motivations. An alternative decision was made, to weaken the commander to a safe level. The excess power was isolated and placed in a secure artifact repository. One factor was not accounted for, Someshnik. They managed to disrupt the stasis of the Excess's world, fill it with anomalies, and warp the logic of its inhabitants. Warning, secure contents under threat. The repository is under attack from Someshnik's anomalies. Request, the Excess should help protect the repository. Reinforcement of the minor keystones and eradication of anomalies from the artificial creatures inhabiting this world will contribute toward this goal.
So I don't agree with one, because I don't think he ever actually lied to us. He just omitted information. I'm going to say it anyway for the dialogue, but I don't agree with it. You lied to me.
Your assertion is false. Inevitables are creatures of order and its guardians. Deception is not one of our functions. Listen to the record of our previous verbal exchange. This world is under threat. Anomalies are destroying its integrity. The danger is critical. Assistance is required.
Valmallos' voice distorts slightly, and he reproduces his previous words.
The term, this world, should be understood to mean my repository on Axis. Listen further. The confluence of mythic, semi-divine, and divine powers in one place on Golarion risks destabilizing the very fabric of the material plane. The power of the Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade must be contained to prevent catastrophic consequences. As you see, I spoke only the truth to you. I bear no responsibility for your erroneous conclusions.
Does anybody else here feel like an idiot?
That's what I was about to say.
Aren't you upset that I broke your inevitables and destroyed your keystone?
Their loss is not critical to the functioning of my repository.
The commander rejected his mythic power. Why did you intervene anyway?
The rejection of mythic power occurred shortly before the commander's arrival at Threshold. Inevitables are not the only creatures capable of influencing the passage of time. Other creatures of a chaotic nature exploited this opportunity and changed the course of history. The commander's mythic power was still a threat to the universe, even though it had been left behind in the past.
Then shouldn't this character be an Azada? I should have retained my mythic power because, according to this, they took the power that I rejected from the past when I was still an Azada. Right? Am I misunderstanding that? This character should retain the mythic power that my actual character had given up in the main campaign. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I interpreted it. Yeah, this character should be an Azada, or, whatever mythic path you choose before you go legend. Either way, why should I help you?
I see that restoring order to the world is insufficient motivation for you.
Valmallos is silent for a time, as though he is thinking.
I propose we agree to the following terms. You help me to keep my repository intact, and I will return the excised part of the commander's power to him. You, Excess, will continue to exist in my repository until the end of time. You will be permitted access to the other side of the repository, and will be able to create your own world as you desire.
Well, he said he can't lie, but I'm skeptical. Because if I was in stasis before, I had no idea that I was in stasis, how do I know he will just put me back into stasis again and not allow me to create my own world? I guess because he's a lawful creature, I have to assume he's going to keep his word. But he might not. Oh wait, didn't you say that restoring the commander's power would be dangerous for the world?
For reasons of precaution and risk mitigation, when I extracted the mythic power, I isolated more than the minimum amount required, in line with standard inevitable safety protocols.
Seems like a jerk thing to do before I fight Arilu Vorlesh. I have a lot of questions for you.
Ask your questions. My answers will always be truthful.
Oh wow. That's a high perception check. I don't recall the last time I saw a perception check that was higher than what Lan has. Why do inevitables think they have the right to interfere in other people's lives?
That is my function. That is how the Axiomites made me. As a result of my actions, the universe is safe.
What is this world?
This world is a repository of dangerous magical objects created in the plane of Axis. It exists outside of time, and time does not exist within it. Each extracted object exists in the time in which it was extracted. I am the custodian of this repository. This section of the repository was created especially for you, Excess. The surroundings and inhabitants of this world were drawn from the memory of the commander of the Fifth Crusade. This section would have remained in stasis without Someshnik's incursion. Their influence has disrupted the functioning of this world, introducing an undesirable dynamic. If not for Someshnik's interference, you would have remained forever in the version of Threshold created just for you, Excess, fixed in place and free of any harmful desires, able to enjoy the eternal harmony of stasis.
That reinforces my previous concern about being in stasis and not knowing that I was in stasis. What else do you keep here apart from me?
Artifacts capable of destroying the world. Chaotic creatures capable of destroying the world. Instances of excess mythic power capable of destroying the world.
Why did you take the commander's power, but not Arilu Vorlesh's?
The commander's mythic power exceeded that of Arilu Vorlesh.
Cannot help but notice that Valmallos has not answered your question. Answer me directly, yes or no. Is Arilu's excess mythic power also in your repository?
Yes. The exact location of Arilu Vorlesh's excess is classified.
Valmallos takes his time in answering. Tell me about Someshnik.
Enemy. Threat level critical. A primordial protean. They sow chaos wherever they appear. They destroy planes, expanding the borders of the Maelstrom at their expense. Someshnik was defeated and locked in the repository for all eternity.
You've answered all my questions.
Confirmed.
So I think my character is willing to help Valmallos because he knows it'll help his original form back on Golarion, the main copy of himself. So alright, I'll help you.
Your ascent is confirmed. Agreement concluded. Protect this world from destruction, and then go to the repository exit leading to Threshold. New task. Defend the repository exit against Someshnik.
Alright. We did get a new item last episode I forgot to go over. The Unveiler. This Ring of Protection +7 grants its wearer a +10 bonus on saving throws against illusion school spells. It also grants a +2 insight bonus to armor class against anomalies. I think she's the only one that uses a Ring of Protection, so this will be an upgrade for her. Yeah, none of them have one. Alright, so let's give this to her instead. I'm going to ignore all the new NPCs here. Can activate this. It's got its power back, so may as well use it.
I'll go ahead.
Altar consecrated by Priest of Desna. Was it Desna last time too? Either way. Yeah, a bunch of new NPCs here.
I know the way.
I don't want to risk getting whisked off somewhere without my cleric available, like with the storyteller. Let's go get him back first. New dialogue, also a couple new locations. One exclusive to the Lich Mythic Path. And this is also new. Alright, so now finished with the truth. The Nexus looks out across the landscape with fresh eyes. He does not see the distance, since it does not exist in this prison world. He sees possibilities, places where he can go just by wanting it. A single thought preys on the Nexus's mind. Valmallos let slip that the excess mythic power of Arilu Vorlesh is also somewhere in this prison. Is there a way to find it? Even if there is, what would be the point in doing so? Worldwound yawns wide before the excess, as hostile as ever. The excess decides that he should go to Eyes. Oh, whoa!
Follow my lead. Focus on the goal.
Okay, so I guess the power that Selmeshnik gave us, we can now see these little rifts. So we'll go back around and clear out everywhere we've already been of the new enemies.
A bright future awaits us.
You require my unbiased opinion?
No.
No reason to pause.
Are we in trouble
please.
yet?
Allow me. You are my favorite
I
age.
shall not be swayed from my path.
I need to concentrate.
Anything new?
Becoming distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Now.
I'm always open to ideas.
Time's not waiting.
I will help where I can.
Doubt is the
I
heart's
will
greatest
Ready to
resist.
move
challenge.
out.
I will defend my
Expected outcome.
Really good damage, considering that my main character is not mounted.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Not a fan of that.
Prepare yourself.
Let's throw one of these out real quick.
Desna, guide my hand.
This condition is irrational.
Did you see that?
Alright, we did it. So yeah, I did see one up there as well. Let's just get back to the village and not worry about fighting anything else quite yet. Don't think we're ready. Did I ever place the wrong ring on Sela? Whoopsies. Let's fix that real quick. All right. Stone to flesh. Buy a few extra just in case. I don't want to be caught in the same situation twice. And while I'm here, I also want to buy a few more scrolls from a main character. Alright, I think that works. Alright, hopefully this works. I haven't been able to target Sosiel with anything. Just won't let me cast anything on him, so I'm hoping I can do so here. Perfect.
The goddess protects us.
Alright, Greater Restoration is missing 5 levels currently. Take care of that. I also want to check one other thing real quick. Already forgot what that was. Oh yeah, I'll make sure he has all of his spells. Alright, let's rest up.
I am just a copy of the real succubus known as Arushale. Does that mean that I'm innocent? That the evil deeds that haunt me weren't my deeds at all?
That's one way of looking at it. Alright, first things first, let's re-equip Bismuth with all of his gear. There you go, buddy. Actually has decent armor class. I mean, Sela only has 45. My main character is fully buffed up. He has more than Sela does.
No mistakes.
And speaking of fully buffing up, let's go ahead and do so. Do I want to clear out all of these first, or do I want to go inside the clan hall? And we'll decide after I buff up.
Rely on me.
I will lend you my aid.
Oh, I should be using these. And before I forget, let's go ahead and unequip and re-equip these just in case they bug out again.
Ready for anything?
The world
And
has suffered
there we
enough.
go. Oh, it can be used at 3rd level and lower. That's a little annoying. Missed my opportunity to use it. Alright, that's fine.
Oh, yes, what?
Whoops, don't waste that, please. Alright, let's go and go inside first, and then I'll go, when we come back out, I'll knock out all these new enemies. No, please, take your time. We've got all day.
We will
My
win this
will
war.
is resolute.
You are my favorite aide.
I'm prepared.
I know what to do.
A bright future awaits us.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
I am prepared.
No reason to pause.
Go and charge at this guy.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Stop a slow first.
It's either us or them.
We did 1 damage. I landed.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
There's more back there. That's no good. Let's go and drop this if we can.
Be gone!
Keep her in the fight as long as we can.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Let's try this way.
fall.
Oh, she's knocked down. Not good. Let's actually get him back here and try to take care of this guy. He's gonna be super annoying.
A calculated risk.
Alright, actually doesn't like that's gonna pan out the way that I want it to. Oh, Sirocco, that's annoying. Is anybody not knocked down? Land's not, and Sosiel's not. So we get the heal off at least. Keep everybody kicking for a little bit longer. So my Fan of Demon's already killed. Not good. The Sirocco is presenting a problem. Alright, so just keep throwing out heals, I guess. Main character, please kill this guy. Fantastic. Alright, back here.
Should have listened to reason.
So you still have your one job to do, if you don't mind.
Leave a bruise.
Always knocked down. That's inconvenient.
You won't survive me.
Alright, so Rushlai's the only one that's not knocked down.
I'm alright.
Alright, so she has last stand. But even with her insane saving throws, she is just in crowd control like nobody's business.
You're irrelevant.
Like, worry this guy.
I'm wounded.
I need my main character to survive, if nothing else. I mean, that's the only game over scenario. But ideally, he doesn't get killed by Sirocco.
No glory without risk.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Alright, it's time to start spamming this, actually.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Just to keep everybody alive.
Make your peace.
Not happy about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Alright, everybody. I'm afraid there's gonna be more enemies back here. Try to get everybody to safety.
Wounded.
That's a tough fight. I mean, especially since Sirocco takes up like the entire center of this area. Alright, let's go ahead and bring back Bucephalus. Should have a scroll just for him.
Time's not waiting.
Yeah, most of the enemies we can one-shot, but I need Bucephalus alive for that, so it doesn't matter how much health he really has. I just need the damage that he provides. And then everything else...
Focus on the goal.
Gonna go back here. I'm assuming there's not gonna be another enemy. Flawless Headband of Mental Perfection. This hat grants its wearer a +8 enhancement bonus to all mental ability scores, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. A bonus of the same type usually don't stack. This hat also grants its wearer immunity to mind-affecting spells and conditions. I think we need this for him. So the summons aren't doing a lot for us anyway. And the immunity is far more useful than summoning these guys. So, I mean, I think I summoned them in that previous fight and they just disappeared. So
Let me help.
I was gonna spam these, get my main character healed up a bit. Along with everybody else, of course. Alright, is anybody alive back here that my main character can eat? Yeah, so there's our summons right there. But I didn't get it off in time. Alright. Thanks, Bismuth.
That is not far.
Alright, so I don't need to activate this time, but we can... we have to go this way. Alright, I'm gonna call the episode here. There might be new enemies in this dungeon waiting for us like there were here in Eyes. But either way, we're gonna go check out that dead end that we found previously, see if we can cross it now, and what lies on the other side. Then we'll come back, we'll go back through Eyes and clear out all these new rift anomalies. And then we can get back to Threshold and speak to all the new NPCs and see what quests they have for us. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.